You wanna know why semen retention was not even a thing? As a concept, doesn't even matter. Because, you know why? You know why? You know why? I didn't know why, but now I know. Because it's, right now, in this times is so glorified. Something that it's like we created this, but actually we just separated from our biology, okay? You wanna know why it's not real? It's not real simply because it was already built in, okay? Okay, listen that. If child never understands what masturbation is, he will never do it, and therefore, if he never do it across his whole life, he never learns that, and his body works biologically how it means to work. Okay? Because what? Our bodies know the answer always. And simply, the thing that makes semen mutation so shiny is because too many things started to be at one place at the same time. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that we can. Okay, I just to clarify that the way I said it, because there was a time that men grew desperate, okay, and that's not a lie. That's not a new information, okay. So these things, even spiritual concept of semen retention, I don't believe it's a thing, because semen retention is simply removing the manual overdrive that we already did. We interfere with our biology when in reality it works for us, not for anybody else, but for us. The body has its own cycles, and ultimately it was always been our energy. Masturbation became a thing because of one thing, because again, in my down videos, you can see when I talk about the running from yourself with etc dopamine bombs that we constantly do, and basically that's what it is, okay? The reason we release it is because the brain wants the dopamine, and simple as it sounds, it has amazing consequences of us that we are sometimes blind to. The body knew it already. The body knew his power, knew his processes. You going there. Excuse me. You already knew how to do it. But what? So there is this whole obsession, like constantly semen retention, this, semen retention, that. Simple terms. Bottom line, semen retention just gives you your natural baseline that you already had, but you just distorted. Okay? It gives you what you already had. The confidence, the power, the energy for creation. What you already had. So that's what I wanted to talk about and explore, because honestly, it's becoming kind of, it can be boost for your ego, okay? And the thing is that we're so overridden that basically everyone does it, okay? Everyone use that to soothe himself, but in reality, like I said, soothing yourself becomes dangerous for your system at some point if you do it long enough. You forget your natural baseline. So what happens? You became whole because of that. And semen retention was added on top of this, like it didn't even exist. It was not concept. It was just the natural way, okay? And I don't say that masturbation is criminal date, but we know that. I mean, it's kind of chimp-like, don't you think? Imagine seeing chimps doing that. What's the difference between you and the chimps? No. So what? Even if you do not, just the importance, okay? Don't make the importance that much. That's the other thing that I wanted to say, and you can say that's contradictory, but I just say, even if you don't care, I mean, it's all the fact that it's coming from care. So sometimes these things can be self-fulfilling, okay? Okay? Everyone seems to do it for some side effect, but no, that's just your natural default state, okay? To reclaim your, call it whatever you want, sexual power, your spiritual juice, your cosmic energy, it doesn't matter. But it's the same, it doesn't matter how you call it. Guys, girls, probably no. And the obsession is valid. Because if there is obsession, there is strive for that, means that we try our best to return to ourselves, to our nature, which is cool. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. But like, you know, the dopamine distortion really affects so much of our existence at times, and we don't even know it. We don't even know it. If you're someone who like to soothe himself so much, I know you do, you will sense the difference. The moment you quit it, you will see how much you overrided a life within you, okay? How much you overrided your brain, your nervous system. And you know what? This is not a lecture. I'm just exposing the process, exposing the layers of it, and you can decide, you know. But the fact is, even if you're someone that does ping pong, it doesn't matter. I mean, don't care, man. Don't be obsessed with it. Serious. I don't know. I don't prefer for you to do that, but if you want to do it, do it. So that's why I'm not gonna be the one guy that stands here in front of the camera, even though I prefer it, but ultimately you have the free will to decide for yourself. And if you are human enough, you will understand that you have free will at any moment and you can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna be your motivational. Come on, you need to stop. You need to stop. Drain the juices. Fuck, do what you wanna do, but okay. It was always our natural. If the kid doesn't understand what it is, he will never do it, because the biology will take his power, his cycle, and he's gonna recyclate it to our body. And just like that, we don't need to interfere with it, okay? And these side effects that we talk about is simply returning to your power. This is not something new. This is not something that happened magically because you stop it. No, you just return to your natural state, which is to be amazing, okay? Hey. This is what I wanted to say. This is what I wanted to spit out from my mouth. Don't forget to smile. Don't forget to smile. Okay? Don't. Goodbye from Marata.